Hello, Ben Rader, Rader K9. In our last video, we talked about the products you can get at Ray Allen through Getxent or SciK9 and how they're kind of used together. Today, I also want to talk to you about how I set up my kit. So, went on Amazon and bought just regular test tubes, and I like to store 2 of the Getxent tubes in each test tube, which minimizes the off-gassing of the Getxent tube as it sits. What this allows me to do is I have multiple orders from multiple organizations, some of them done up by Precision Explosives. I bought them through there, like the fentanyl on my bomb kit, because I do have a bomb kit as well, TATP, HMTD. These are chemicals and drugs that you don't want to mess with, so let the professionals do that. Buy it from them. Some of these other ones, these are all DEA style that I got from Precision Explosives. These other ones are local agencies, and I used a system like the SciK9 connector in order to impregnate the tubes on my own using their odors. So I store these in a Pelican case with foam, and these, I don't know if you can see, but they're actually in these little test tube holders, really just to protect the Getxent tubes themselves. The glass keeps them nice and safe. It's not absorbing any other odors, making sure that the lids are on nice and tight, keeps everything from off-gassing just outside of it. I set mine up for a multitude of odors because I have a lot of departments that I've been working with, and I went in and I stole all their odors. So I needed a bigger kit. Other ones that I've done just have one single package of 50 in them, which is more odors than you really need. Things I've learned through when I purchase them is they come in a Mylar bag when you buy them in the bigger kit, which you can also get here at Ray Allen. But get them out of that Mylar as quickly as possible. Have something set up to where you can get them inside glass tubes, be it the ones here that Getxent provides, or some kind of setup like I have. And that's just getting it out of that Mylar. Turns out Mylar has its own odor. Again, not a scientist, but I listen to them. Next thing is try not to use your hands when you're touching them. I have a nice set of tweezers for pulling them out if I'm pulling the Getxent out of the tube. A lot of times I also just open the test tube up and I'll hide that. So it's actually minimizes the odor picture even further, so you get even smaller pictures. Why I store them this way also, again, with 2 of them in, is to increase the length of which time these things actually last. Getxent says, you know, you should switch these things out every 6 months or so. And this is all based off usage. So with my usage, I had some, and I sent them off to be tested. I bought them late 2019, and I sent them off a few months ago to get tested so that they can show me what odor picture is actually there. I will say with those tubes, because of the way I store them, the dogs were still finding them. Now the question is going to be when they come back from Getxent and they analyze them, you know, how much of the actual odor were they still finding, and how much of it is, you know, just because it's a novel odor in an area. So why am I using these right here? One, I'm not an officer of the law or anything like that. I can't actually carry around live explosives and actual cocaine and heroin. So these steal the odor of what you impregnate it with. It's actually not it itself. It's just another version of a soak. So I can have these in my car and go around with them all over the place, or I could travel with it, whatever I need to do. This is very important when you also start talking about dogs that work in like a Department of Corrections. You don't want to be bringing actual drugs into a Department of Corrections and things like that, but you can have a set of these and you can hide them. And worst thing that happens is somebody finds it because you're searching in a more active area and they have a tube. Whoop-de-doo. Right? It's really no harm, no foul here. Again, when you start dealing with TATP, HMTD, fentanyl, these kind of odors that are highly volatile, you're protected because you have the odor of and not the actual. And trust me, I don't want to mess with any of that stuff. Again, I'm Ben Rader with Rader K9. This is how I store my Getxent tubes. In our last video, we talked about all the products available at Ray Allen and how you can impregnate your own stuff using these devices and where you can get the tubes themselves. You can find my leashes and collars at raderk9.com or on Facebook and Instagram at Rader K9. Thank you very much.